The Shadow Strays. Holy shit. Honestly, I don't even know if I could do it any justice. I'm gonna just give you bits and pieces. So you got this Yakuza clan led by Kenjiro, and some female ninjas supposed to be trying to take them down, so they're on alert. Then Master Ayoba gets some company or whatever, like that, female or whatever, so she's supposed to be like playing guitar and whatnot. And afterwards, he's gonna have his way with her or whatever. But in the shadows, this ninja comes out of nowhere and done deals his ass. And then this ninja ends up murking like majority of the fucking Yakuza clan. And they don't just get done dealed. If you ever seen Kill Bill, that's exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Like body parts and limbs hanging off, all type of shit. So she goes one-on-one with Kajiro, and then she almost ends up dying. Then another ninja comes out of nowhere and finishes off everybody, and done deals Kajiro. Then she goes to the other ninja, pulls out this like adrenaline capsule or whatever like that, brings her back to life. Because she had on like multiple bulletproof vests or whatever like that. But the thing was, she just wasn't moving. So anyway, the ninja that came in there at first, her name was number 13. The one that saved her was her instructor, Umbra. They're both females. Now, apparently they was under orders to eliminate the whole clan, for whatever reason. And then they got another mission to go to the Cambodian forest. But she don't want 13 to go, she needs her to heal up and whatnot. She said she's gonna call her when she's ready to be on active duty again. Besides, she got heal her injuries up. So they take 13 back to her town of Jakarta. She keeps having these nightmares, and every time she has them, her head starts ringing or whatever. She's gotta take these like red pills to like calm her headaches down or something. She goes to this random spot to make a phone call. She's basically calling the agency, but they keep giving her the same information. They tell her they'll let her know when she's ready or whatever, but they make sure that she takes her medicine. This goes on for about 2 weeks. She's getting frustrated. Now, within this time, she meets this dude by the name of Monji. And her mom is not feeling well or feeling sick or whatever like that, but come to find out she's actually pregnant. Next thing we know, she's doing her routine, and she looks out the window because she hears screaming. Come out, these group of guys come to see Monji's mom. They ended up raiding her house, and Monji really couldn't do nothing about it. The next day, we find out his mom died, and the police is over there trying to tell him everything's gonna be alright or whatever like that. Now, here's the situation. They said his mom used to be a junkie, a heroin addict or whatever like that, but then I was like, wait a minute. Wouldn't she have stopped that shit if she was pregnant? So she's pissed off. She ends up going to this like food spot, right? But she's just looking into it. She's not even really eating. If somebody asks if she's gonna eat the food, if not, she's just gonna give it up, whatever like that. Turns out it was Monji asking for the food. So she gives it to him, and honestly, she's trying to befriend him and make sure he's good and everything like that. And at this point, she pretty much treats him like a little brother. But they get to talking and they end up going out to his mom's grave site. Yeah. Next day, she goes through her routines, and she sees Monji's door open or whatever like that, right? So she goes in there investigating, because she was going to give him breakfast, but she can't find him. All of a sudden, some dude in a suit rolls up, some dude by the name of Jackie. Now, he's on the phone with some dude named Haga. Basically, he's supposed to check over the apartment and see if there's no type of, like, incriminating evidence that go back to him. So I'm like, what the fuck could be in there? He checks everything, doesn't find nothing until he checks behind the toilet. Behind is a clear bag with money, drugs. So he starts smoking some of the weed and sitting on the toilet. 13 comes in there and starts whipping Jackie's ass and is like, hey, where's Monji? So basically, he's about to take it to him. Now, we know his boss is named Haga. He's like some type of pimp working at this Moonrose Club. But the thing is, he also knows some important people. A dude by the name of Prize, who happens to be a crooked cop, who was also the cop that was at the door that day. And a dude by the name of Ariel, who's just a fucking menace. I'll tell you more on him in a minute. Now, they end up getting into this club, right? Now, you got this chick named Toki, who's supposed to be like the leader of the prostitutes, trying to make deals with this dude by the name of Kabil. I'll explain Kabil later on. Well, anyway, Jackie's got to talk to Toki. He's going to explain to her that our chick 13 is going to be, prostituting herself, whatever like that. So that's how she's going to get closer to Haga. So they put her in this one room, right? Jackie goes talk to Haga. Now, Haga checks with Jackie to make sure, like, hey, everything was clean in there? Yeah, we all good. He checks him, had the stuff in his pocket, right? Then he looks at Haga, like, yo, what the fuck happened to your face? Because he got beat up by 13. So he's starting to suspect shit. Meanwhile, while 13's in this room, there's a computer in there with, like, cameras and stuff like that, security footage. So she starts going through that shit. And the security footage shows that Haga was dragging around Monji somewhere. So we like, oh shit, she about to go the fuck off. She said, fuck waiting. Went in the back room and started whipping everybody's candy ass. Toki and get this big ass shotgun. She ended up busting niggas. Haga done deal dead as shit. A lot of people that worked in the club. 13, Jackie and a random chick ended up escaping the club, right? They end up dropping this chick off, but not before 13 gets something out of there. I think it's a wallet. Then Jackie ends up dropping on 13. He's like, I'm not hanging around you. You gonna mess around and get me killed. While all this is going on, we get to the Cambodian forest. Umbra laying a smackdown on niggas. But then she gets a little bit of trouble. All of a sudden, this dude named Turco comes out of nowhere. Apparently, he's with the Division 2. He's basically gonna be her bodyguard to whip niggas. But they know that some of the people that are fighting are very familiar. She ends up going to the hut fighting this one chick. It turns out it was a chick that she actually trained. And on top of that, she finds out this chick is actually pregnant. So she's thinking to herself, that's impossible. We can't get pregnant. But she's been away from the division for like 11 years. I'm guessing that's what those red pills are for. So she tries to tell her, look, just act like you ain't seen me. I'll just walk off and escape or whatever like that. But she goes out the other side of the hut. Turco's on the other side. And he gets her done deal. She's dead as shit. I was like, damn. Next thing we see was Praz interrogating some dude. Apparently he messed up and drove some drugs off into a harbor or something like that. So he looked like he ready to torture this motherfucker. Matter of fact, he probably was already tortured. So Praz's mind state is already messed up, but then he gets a phone call about Haga, who was really his best friend he really cared for. He started crying when he heard the news. I was like, oh, he's about to fucking snap. Now apparently Ariel was the one that told Praz about what happened. Then we see Ariel chilling in this lavish house or whatnot, so we're thinking to ourselves, who is this guy? Turns out it's actually his father's house. They ain't say his name, we just gonna call him Pops. Ariel wants to get revenge and start destroying shit, but Pops is not trying to have that. The thing is, he's running for a campaign. He's basically trying to calm him down. He said, look, when I become governor, you can do what the fuck you want, but until then, we gotta keep this shit clean. So at this point, Praz, on the other hand, is gonna be looking for Jackie so he can find 13. Now, Jackie didn't go home. He ended up going to his grandma's spot because grandma's sick or whatever like that, but apparently they knew the fuck he was gonna be at. 13 ends up going to this phone joint or whatever like that again, but she types in a different code. All of a sudden, the phone just slides down. It's got guns and all type of shit in there. The wallet she stole happened to be Jackie's wallet. So she got the information of where he could be at, and bottom line is she's on the way to go see him too. And she's basically going to need his help to find Monji. Now here's the thing. Ariel has Monji in his fucking dungeon. Now why did he kidnap Monji? Well, he's trying to tie up loose ends, and Ariel was actually messing with Monji's mom. In fact, he was the one that got her pregnant by accident. And he basically killed her, but, you know, because he had a cop on his side, they making it look like she OD'd. Some wild shit, man. And he's basically been torturing this nigga the whole time. Now, Jackie's with his grandma right now. Praz trying to call him, he not answering the phone. Here's the thing. Praz and his goons are already in front of his grandma's house. So they busting there, they about to lace his ass up until he tells them where the fuck 13's at. But then 13 shows up and it causes all the mayhem. Shit, they're destroying all his goons. Ariel ends up getting away. Praz ends up getting away. So he's got his car, he's chasing him down on the bike, but the thing is, she don't know that he's setting her up. He ends up driving to this other location, she on the bike, and all of a sudden she stops at this one spot, but then here comes Ariel's car, comes out of nowhere, crashes into her ass, and they got her laid out. Now Ariel's about to make a phone call, whatever like that. Now, they go when they separate ways for like a couple of seconds. Praz gets on his top of her and starts talking shit. But all of a sudden she gets up out of nowhere, flips him around, and crushes his fucking head into oblivion. I'm like, what the fuck? And then they kidnap her and tie her up in Ariel's dungeon. So now she's in the dungeon, right? Ariel comes in there, is pretty much teasing with her, punching her in her stomach and all that type of shit. Toki's there too. She always carrying around that goddamn shotgun. Ariel's about to crack her head. All of a sudden, Pops comes in. He's like, no, don't crack her yet. She could be of some use to me. Now, the thing is, Pops need to make a deal with Kabil. Give him some drugs for money, you know what I'm saying? Because Kabil, for some reason, got higher ranking with the voters. Once they get that deal done, he becomes governor. Then he tells Ariel in secret he can basically do whatever he wants with 13 and Monji. But I'm going to use them for this transaction first. Afterwards, they send Monji in the jail cell so her and 13 could get together, you know what I'm saying? He's still alive. He's just beating the fuck up. Now, this dude named Shiki's the head of the operations for this group. And he's pissed off because now he's got to get Turco and Umbra. And they're going to head over to Jakarta because 13's been causing mayhem. He's more so mad at Umbra because that's her student and she's been going out of control. He's supposed to be an undercover group. So now you got 13 riding in the car with Ariel. Monji's riding in the car with Pops. And basically got to make this deal go down with Kabil. Now the thing that Ariel wants to be done, he's going to act like he's handing over 13 to Kabil too. But the thing is, he needs her to take him out once that happens. And of course, if she don't do it, Monji dies. So they do the deal, everything's straight, right? Now Ariel slides 13 a gun in her back pocket and he's like, oh, don't you want her too? And the thing is, Monji's been having trouble breathing in the back seat and Jackie's like, hey, yo, he needs to go to a doctor. So while 13 goes up to Kabil and then she pulls out the gun like she's about to shoot him, all of a sudden, Monji ends up dying in the back seat. We're like, oh shit. So Jackie's causing all this ruckus in the car, whatever like that. He breaks the window and lets her know that Monji died. We're like, oh shit. As soon as she turns around, all the fucking mayhem is starting. Kabil's like, yo, these motherfuckers try to set me up. Hey, yo, get these niggas. And then it's World War III in that bitch. Niggas left or right dying. Jackie drove the car away on the other side. Then he slides the door open. And then these niggas start firing at Pops. Pops done did his shit. Ariel's pissed off. He got this big ass chain gun. He start lacing niggas. It's like a chain gun that it switches to a grenade launcher. I'm like, fam. Toki with a shotgun, but then she gets knocked out of commission for a minute. Ariel laced everybody, including Kabil. He done did his shit. And then we get 1-on-1 13 versus Ariel. That shit was crazy. Bottom line, she done deal Ariel ass. Toki tried to get back up, but then Jackie ran her ass over. Now it's just Jackie at 13 riding in the car, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, I don't think she ever knew her real name. And he asked her, why were you named 13? So they keep throwing this backstory about when she was the age of 13. And her mom got shot the fuck up and just died. And it was like this house that was on fire or whatever like that. We're like, what the fuck happened in her past? So right, she's telling this story, a car ran straight into him. We're like, what the fuck? Next thing you know, they wake up in this warehouse. Turns out it was Turco, Umbra, and Shiki that ran them down. Because 13 was causing them so much goddamn problems, Shiki wants Umbra to eliminate 13. But then Jackie jumps at Umbra just to clear the way. He's like, yo, get out of here, just run. As she dodging bullets and jumping out of windows, Jackie gets shot by Turco. He's done dead as shit. So she ended up getting to this other warehouse and getting to this like metal piece, right? And was able to get her hands untied. Now it's one-on-one with her and Turco. She ends up whipping Turco's candy ass. And then Umbra coming in there with the guns. And this fight scene was so fucking crazy, yo. But after all that, 13 ended up getting the upper hand, right? Now, Umbra was always teaching her to be hard and tough or whatever like that. We supposed to be killing niggas or whatever like that. But at the certain points, it just didn't feel right. So Shiki comes out of nowhere. He's like, yeah, finish the job. But Umbra turns around and throws a spear at Shiki. Shiki done dead as shit. But not without shooting Umbra. But as Umbra's about to die, she's like, you should have just finished me off. Because come to find out, Umbra was the one that was forced to kill 13's mom. What the fuck? And she raised her after that. But she told her real name is Nomi. I don't know why she had to kill her mom, and she was crazy. She always told us a cycle of unlimited beef, never ending. So at this point, everybody she knew was done dead as shit. So the final scene, we see her at Monji's mom's grave, and I guess Monji's buried next to her, whatever like that. And then she's just pretty much just done. All of a sudden, this other group of people just come out of nowhere. We're like, who the fuck are they? It's some chick named 14. Apparently, she's always hated Nomi. But she says if she kills her, she'll be number 13. I'm like, fam. But then this dude in the helmet cooks all these other niggas except for 14. We're like, what? The guy in the helmet's got like a gun in his hand and a grenade. So 14 says she's not going to take her chances for now. She's going to dip out. So the guy in the helmet takes his helmet off, and it turns out it's Master Barai. Now, who's Master Barai? Basically, the guy that taught the organization everything they know. So basically, now he wants to take Nomi under his wing. Listen, I hope they come out with a part 2, but I'm telling you, watch this movie. It's more about the action, the calamity. It's mayhem all the way through. And trust me, they don't give a fuck about characters living. Everybody dying in this bitch. The Shadow Strays on Netflix. Check that shit out.